Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About Tomorrow, where we discuss anything and everything. I'm your host, Petrin.
And I'm your co-host, David.
Today in the studio we have David. David, welcome to the show.
Nice to have me always.
And then we also have Light. Light, you're welcome.
Light,
To the show.
welcome.
Thank you for
And
joining
Sir,
us.
Marissa, thank you for joining us.
Yes, my pleasure.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
So, how do you deal with insecure people? That's what we want to know today. But before we go further, let me define what insecurities are.
Do that.
Insecurity refers to a lack of confidence. It's a state of feeling doubtful or anxious about oneself or a particular situation.
Yes, insecurities are not always about oneself. They could be about situations, but they always reflect on a person's self-esteem. However, insecurities are not always so visible.
Yeah, actually, I like to believe that everyone has insecurities, but some have more than others, and some allow their insecurities to take over their life.
Mm-hmm.
So, Light, do you agree with me that everybody has insecurities?
Maybe and maybe not.
Do
Okay.
you have insecurities?
I used to have, but then I decided to accept myself like that.
Is it possible for someone to accept themselves completely?
It is possible. You choose your pain.
I like your
Just
smile
get
is
to
like you've done it. Oh, good.
I feel like it comes in
Good.
stages. Like it's a journey to accepting
It
yourself.
is,
Like
it is
it's,
a journey.
it's not something you can just do at once. You can't
So
just
you
tell yourself.
embrace yourself
Just-
in the entirety of yourself, no questions asked anymore, at least. Okay.
David, do you believe it's
We'll
possible?
put you on the spot.
Everyone has insecurities, yes. I believe. Some more than others.
Yeah, definitely.
We learn to curtail it, we learn to keep it at the bare minimum. But yes, I believe everyone has one or two.
Everybody.
You know, what do you believe?
Before we go far, I want you, before we go to Barrister, some examples of insecurities. Maybe some that some friends have shared.
bodily insecurities.
Okay, maybe say how you look.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Bodily
not-
insecurities. Some
Okay.
people may feel like they're not good enough.
Okay.
Yeah, just those kind of things.
Oh, okay. For me, obviously, I have.
I feel like a lot of people have bodily insecurities.
Yeah, now I think
I feel like
that's what is-
everybody has bodily insecurities.
Now it is more prevalent than it probably was in his time. So Barrister, insecurities. Your take.
Everyone
Yeah.
has insecurities.
I agree with you. Everyone has insecurity. Some people feel they are not as tall as they should be.
Mhm.
Some feel they are not as beautiful or handsome as they should be,
Mm.
especially when the standard is comparison.
Yeah.
That's why Paul the Apostle in the Holy Read says, the people who compare themselves with themselves and measure themselves with themselves, and so doing they are unwise.
Mm.
I like what Light said just now. I mean, she just gave us the full definition of what it is. She said, I used to have until I came to accept myself. That's too deep for her age. I mean, kudos to her.
Kudos,
Yeah,
kudos.
accepting, see, your journey out of insecurity is self-love. Accepting, yeah.
That's what we
An
do.
abused
Yeah.
term in our day.
Yeah, self-love. I mean, see, if you are taller than me, you are too tall. If you are shorter than me, you are too short.
That's your problem.
Mm.
Yes,
You become the standard.
yes.
Okay.
If you want to get yourself eviscerated from the banalities
Mm.
of your insecurity,
Good.
you may have to be selfish
Of course.
Hmm.
as sometimes as a way to heal your insecurity.
You know.
So you might have to embrace selfishness.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. They may
You have to be
they may need to
intentional
criticize
about
you.
yourself.
They may need to criticize
Okay.
you that you are selfish, but
Mm.
you know that is medicinal
Mhm.
I think
your
I've said it before.
insecurity.
Selfishness is not always a bad thing.
Yeah, so yeah,
It's
because
really
the truth is that
Context, I beg.
there are places you go to, maybe social events, and you see some persons, you believe that these people they worth more than me. They are better dressed, they are better
bring
connected,
yourself down.
they are better everything and all that. And because we humans too, we have a way of suppressing one another, especially in Nigeria, where the standard is, do you have this, do you have that? You don't have this, you don't have that. before you can talk to me, talking stage 20 million.
Mm.
You don't have 20 million. You have this. So then, conversely, you're also dealing with male too, talking down on women, women talking down on men. When the males in society talk down on women, and the women in society talk down on men, so how will social cohesion be possible? Maybe that is why some people are not having a relationship with animals. Have a relationship with your donkey, your dog, and all that. Maybe is that a way out? Because
When you say relationship, you're talking about sexual relationship.
sexual relationship,
It's
yes,
happening.
every kind of relationship. Because we have made mess of what we should. People should help one another.
So going by way of what you said now, it's only what I deduce is the fact that when we are talking about insecurities, to a large extent, it's society that just makes us highlight things that shouldn't be a problem.
Yes.
But because of what is popular and what is glorified,
Yes.
do you get societal standard? I was
Yeah.
filling a form this morning, and the person needed me to fill a form about something, and they were like discussing the standards of beauty in Nollywood, for instance. That what do we see? What's the prevalence of a dark-skinned person, a dark-skinned lady to a light-skinned lady? Which one do you think the industry gives more preference, judging by way of the number of films you've watched, especially recent movies? What came to my mind is light-skinned. So someone dark-skinned will want to, and that cannot embrace themselves like Light said, they want to, by way of that, embrace some certain brands of creams that I can't mention here because they want to.
They do.
They want to,
Yeah.
Of course they do.
and because of that, you will seek validation
Yeah. Preference.
because of those things. So as a result of insecurities, people lash out.
Yes.
So that place of lashing out in itself, that's where my question is going to now. Should we always excuse it if we think, this person is just insecure? Or it should be addressed?
No, I think it should be addressed for people who alter their skin and who also go and increase their nyash size. Is it nyash? What they call it?
BB hair
BB.
and liposuction.
Those who want their hips to be in a particular way. It's a whole lot of us.
And it's a thriving
Low-
industry.
low
No, what you
self-esteem.
It's
said
a
was-
$1
what you
million
said was
industry
lashing
in
out.
medicine and surgery.
You said
Yes.
lashing out.
Yeah, the way they lash out, maybe by way of lashing out now, they misbehave or they do some things that are seemingly unbecoming of, and
They undermine others who maybe don't have the access to do what they have done.
Yes, even something along those
It
lines.
leads to discrimination,
Mhm.
even from the producers of those movies.
Yes,
You
yes,
understand?
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
the
yes.
people who want to get roles, they come for audition and say, you know what, you did very well, but you don't have the face, you don't have the body, your tummy is not flat, it's protruded, your waist is bent.
Imagine what that would do to somebody.
Yeah, no, that is destroying
the truth. You don't get
destroying the human person,
Understand.
destroying human resources, destroying the human person.
You leave that place hating.
Yes, in Nigeria, when you are trekking, motorists will almost knock you down. They will just move.
Just
the
because they have the
Yeah,
power.
but in the US and the UK, those who are walking are more respected than those who are driving.
Mm.
Yeah, they will stop for you to cross.
Society.
Yes, they will stop for you to cross.
Mm.
Those
Yeah.
walking,
We don't obey.
even those driving,
Even
even those driving, they envy those walking. Because they see them as those who are fit.
Yeah.
Physically fit.
Yeah.
They wish they were the one walking. You understand?
Rather than forest.
The society and one of the problem about this self-esteem thing is that in very poor society, you find a lot of people with insecurities. In very poor society, especially in a
That's what
society
happens
where
most
there's economic
Nigeria.
injustice,
Mm.
where there's a huge gap between the rich and the poor,
Mhm.
where the preoccupation of the rich is to suppress the poor. You understand? People will always be in insecurity. Where the schools that the rich attend is not the school that the poor people attend. And there's a huge class difference.
Huge.
You will have that. You have insecurity. In some societies, everybody attends the same school. You understand? In the UK, the Prime Minister takes train with every other citizen. Sometimes you see they hold him and take a selfie
Yeah.
pictures and all that. But when you have society where you know that your prime minister is in the bus you
No.
took this morning, you know that you're also a human being.
Of course.
Okay? But in
Like
some places
money.
where it's not that way, it's tough.
Looking at it now, the consequence of just embracing your insecurity, like embracing the fact that you want to do something about it at all costs, it is too much. I think selfishness as a therapy should be embraced in its entirety.
In a way.
It
In a way
should.
to upgrade the
It should.
standard because
Because to add to it, I see how the industry in medicine and surgery for editing body parts, they are making money.
you know why they are making money? Because those who also can afford it, they do it to use to make money.
Of course.
Mm,
Attraction,
Of course.
attraction is
Mm.
money. Okay.
mm.
There's a kind of shape you.
You go hate.
This is my friend.
Is I should like
That's what they want to see.
This my friend Tolu Oniru. You know Tolu Oniru.
Choose.
Toes, yes. When she there was this season of this what do you call it now? Was it Project Fame or one of these events that
Okay.
they had in one time?
Products in Nigerian Idol, all those.
Nigerian Idol, yes. I think it was when she was actually given that role because of the shape.
Mm.
Because the brand wanted to advertise something, was it Duress or something like that. And it was from there that the build up to this BBL came up because hers was natural.
Naturally.
She just returned from the UK there.
Yes.
And when people saw, everybody was like, wow, I mean, people watching the show are just pretending it's Tolu they are watching. Nobody's watching that show. Because most of the people you asked, the contestants, many people didn't know their name was Tolu, everybody was watching. So it's attraction. So that sells a lot.
That's
So-
why there's
so-
money in that.
Yeah, so when people do it, they take a new dimension on in terms of shape because shape
Their money back.
shape is powerful.
Mm.
Shape is powerful.
Mm.
You understand? So it does not matter whether you are, and it's not religious sensitive or class sensitive or whether you are Caucasian, black, white, whatever. A shapy person pass, everybody will turn like.
Including the female.
Defies, including the female. It defies everybody's whatever, every standard.
I found that astonishing when a girl will pass with something remarkable, so to speak, and you are trying to behave yourself, not to indulge that.
You don't have to behave
Curiosity.
yourself. You don't have to behave yourself.
Not to just as a man, you are trying to tell
all
yourself.
the girls will turn
Don't.
around.
No, don't
Even
behave.
girls will do, my lord,
Yeah.
and you look at the girl and say, "What are you doing?
Yeah. So
What are you?" It sells.
So it
Actually.
sells, and because it sells, a lot of people will put down money to have it.
Mm,
Either by artificial means or by natural means
mm.
and all that. And it's to boost their capacity. Okay? So those who don't have that, when they will now slip into clinical insecurity.
Yeah. How do you guys? Because going on TikTok, females, how do you guys handle that stuff? Before we answer your question,
And also,
How do you
handle
handle?
because if you go to
It depends
social
on you.
media
You're not
platforms.
supposed to.
Depends on you
You,
now.
you don't.
everywhere, even before a girl is showing you, this is what I wore to school today, this is what I wore to work today, it's not complete until she turns
She
like
turns
this.
around.
And she will dwell on that frame so that you appreciate it properly. Then click a follow, then you make a
Sound like
comment.
we do a lot of TikTok
Well,
on that.
You
It
will
depends
see.
on you. If maybe you're someone who already has insecurities, don't use Instagram.
Mm,
Don't use Instagram.
mm.
but let's say for instance, this lady.
That's a very strong point. So
Don't you,
people-
but there's no way you
what
would
they are
stay
saying
away
is that
from
people should stay away from certain
things
platforms.
Yes, because you're definitely going to compare yourself.
you've
And
not
it
worked
will
on
feed
yourself
your
then.
insecurity.
She's
You
not
can
talking
use
about
that
what,
space. You can use that space.
Okay.
To work on yourself.
Mm.
Like when you like.
but
give
I've
yourself
also
space.
seen people who had nothing.
Mm.
Had nothing near those who have what they have, but
They are
they
doing
still
very well.
force themselves out. It's like when Pilate
I feel like
Pilate,
Africa don't like-
Pilate, when Pilate looked at
Africa,
Jesus
Africa don't like-
and he said, "Speak now.
Oh my
I
God.
have the power to take your life or preserve it." And Jesus, which is Pilate now, governor of that era, the one that he was the one Israel was under colonialism. And the Pontius Pilate was the
Okay.
governor
Mhm.
of the whole of Israel. So everybody submitted to authority. So it's like the president asking to speak now, or I have power to take. And Jesus said, no man takes away my life. Looking eyeball to eyeball. I am my own violation laid down. And if I lay it down, I'll pick it up again. That is the standard to say that, you know what, you can be king or queen or whatever it is you are.
I don't care.
I don't care. You cannot diminish me. That's some people are like that.
Mm-hmm.
But people with such kind of confidence, they are rare.
Very
That's what I
rare.
want to say about
But
Funke
there are some
Akindele.
people that actually
She-
mask their insecurities
Mhm.
as
That's
having
another thing.
confidence.
Yes.
Like when you asked that question about lashing out, I thought that's what you meant. So some people, you see them maybe in a workplace, they are always, or maybe in the workplace they are maltreated, or maybe people step on them and they get back home, and that's where they want to show their power because
Okay.
you
Oh,
get-
that type of lashing out.
So yeah, that's what I thought you meant. So
Okay.
I was thinking your question was whether they are.
So
So like they
whether
want
they
to
are-
compensate for
Yeah.
being okay.
No, like building up a defense mechanism around
Mm,
themselves
yes,
before you come,
yes,
but then you're already
yes.
okay. I get what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Also, I wanted to ask you something. You said that you have gotten to that point where you've accepted yourself. Do you not have doubts sometimes? Like, I feel like everybody has those doubts that just creep in sometimes.
Once in a while, it will. But
So
at the
how
back
do
of
you
my
then deal
mind,
with it?
Steady guiding.
you
100.
can't break me down.
Okay.
You are
You get to that at the back of my
Okay.
mind, you can't break me down.
Mm.
Those things comes naturally. Like,
Mhm.
okay,
Yeah,
yes, I
human
have this, I
being.
have that, but then
You have to keep
Eventually
fast.
pick
going
yourself
down.
back up.
Funke Akindele, according to her story, she said when she started first, she is a very slim person.
Yeah, now,
Very slim person. She does not have flesh, she does not have back, and they don't give her roles.
something I need to know.
Yes.
You remember, sir. So now look at Funke Akindele now compared to that time. She is a force to be reckoned with in the entertainment industry.
How's what
And-
consistency?
It was as a result of
And she didn't
consistency.
allow all of those, no front, no back, make her to fly out of the country to do art or change her skin color or anything. She took that as a strength for herself and built herself, and she's way and far big.
There are
Like,
people with front and back that have not gone
you
anywhere.
you get it, that they
But
can't
it's not
even.
actually that easy to work on yourself. though. Some people
It is
come
not.
from
It's
a
war.
some people not
You
even
just have
just
to
their
fight
background, their
it.
personality.
You can fight it.
Okay,
It is
you
war
can- let's
in
let me
that
ask
you are
you.
always
You can
fighting
fight
David,
back.
I'm going to
yes.
ask you.
You
I'm
keep
going to ask
fighting
you.
it
How do
until
you
you get better.
How do you deal with, let's say you have an insecure friend, how do you help that person to get out of that without, trying to bring them down, without being too forceful in a way that will make them, run back into their shell?
Most of these insecure people is that they don't appreciate themselves.
Yeah.
You see,
course.
someone,
Yeah, that's
endowed, and she's still feeling less than.
Do you
The
know
next
that
person
there's
I've
a
seen that.
condition
I've seen
called
that.
body dysmorphia?
Oh my god.
What is that?
Yes.
When you how do I put
You
it?
picture yourself lower than you
Obsessive like you're obsessive about your body, like you see little things and you just magnify them as problems.
Oh,
Okay.
the way I have a big head now should not blew it out of proportion. That
Yes.
kind of-
To your
Like I
question.
had this friend, she like her skin she wasn't even dark, but she was always there, and everybody that sees this girl tell me how beautiful she is, but
She
didn't
know
see
the
herself
sense.
that way.
Mm.
What a
You
tragedy.
remember-
So that's what I'm saying.
What
Like,
a
I
tragedy.
I just wanted to like put that, like I want you to have that back of
You
your
help
mind.
them see it. You tell them. You see someone like that, you appreciate them.
Do you know
Word
how
of-
many times I had to
You
tell her?
continue,
Not-
don't stop.
as if
There
it's
is no
to-
stopping for that. You continue.
I told her,
You
people that don't
continue.
know her, I even like, because I used to post her pictures on my status that time. So people that don't know her from anywhere, like, who is this person?
Who's
Is
this
she your
fine girl?
Like, she was that fine.
And she will
But-
say all of you are
She
lying.
wasn't saying
You are
herself.
just
Yeah.
trying to.
Sometimes her background may also be playing a role.
Yes,
Mm.
it
Don't know how
did.
she
It did. I
grew
can't
up.
speak on it, but it did.
Yeah, sometimes her background, her upbringing, the kind of things she has done, or the kind of environment she grew. There are environments where
Mhm.
some parents feel that children should be seen and not heard.
Yeah.
Mm.
I had to confront a woman with that and say, no, don't make these children this way, because this is the way you will train these children. When they grow up now, you'll now be asking them to go and conquer the world. Which world are they going to conquer? You have crippled them already.
Mm.
You understand? So they cannot conquer anywhere. It's from that, the formative years of a child. We live in 330s. Your 0 to 30s, your learning years. That's it. Your entrance into the world. It's your learning years. Psychology say between 0 to 12 is the formative years of a child. Whatever you don't put into a child between that 0 to 12, you understand? you've created a problem already. You understand? When my children were growing up, I wanted them to be respectful and I wanted them to be generous because that's how we were raised. Sometimes my dad did that to us, and there's power in it. If you do that, there's serious. I mean, it's a secret. So I've been training them that way. They see me give and all that. My daughter at some point was saving money in her bank, doing that, did that to a point where the day she broke it. We thought that she was going to come up with a program or a project. 2 days later, we're asking her, where's the money? She said that when she broke it, she took it to school. To school, the money. And asked all the classmates to line up. And everybody lined up and she shared it. I was not asking her that, where is her own? She said she
shared money.
She does not have. She has given it out.
Yeah.
Wow. You understand?
That's wonderful.
So you will come in between the lines to teach them how to preserve something for themselves. But at the end of the day, I do not think that my daughter will be in a place where they are giving everybody something they didn't give her and she will feel bad.
No,
she will walk
because
away.
she's a giver herself.
She does not have that insecurity that she must have. You understand? So sometimes the upbringing also counts. And the truth is that, you see, knowledge is not everybody. Everyone cannot know everything. Sometimes you have parents that didn't put you in that light. Does not also mean that
it's not an excuse for
that they should be blamed for that and all that. But upbringing plays a role. Sometimes they don't even think they are doing you good by protecting you excessively. And when you come to the bigger society, you will now start to look for somebody that must protect you. That's where some ladies or some guys used to also get it wrong. Because their parents, all through their lives, from room to the car, from car back to the room, so they've been so protected all their life. They've known protection all their life. The day they entered the university, they will just look back and there's nobody there.
Panic.
They will not be wondering either they join court, but they must look for something that will protect them.
They will feel that space.
So upbringing also.
I think it is important to. Okay, you want to answer? It is important that upbringing is something we discuss so that when we become parents too, we do better than, because we're from my own family now, we are 3 boys. We don't have any girl in the house. I'm the second of 3 boys. People normally say it. My elder brother is a very, very fine man. My younger brother, the hierarchy, everybody has said it from when we're young, most people know that. The hierarchy is my younger brother, my elder brother, and then myself. I never for once felt insecure about it. I didn't even give a hoot because
personality too plays a part.
To me, I was perfect. I am perfect.
You are perfect.
I know.
Do you know?
You are cute.
Personality, some people are more sensitive.
Yeah. No, the thing is, I was sensitive about other things. But I don't know, in that area, people were saying it. My parents didn't really dwell on it. So there were times when I was younger, I was the only one that used to do that thing. You know when they buy Christmas clothes for you, they will buy it a week before. So you test it out so they know whether to return, change the shoe size. When I test it out, I am glad it is there. I put it, I don't care, and I look in the mirror, I am fine. I'm talking about when I was 4, 5. There are pictures to this effect. I'll show you later. So on the day, on Christmas morning, when I wear it, I put my hand in my pocket. I go downstairs, walk up and down the road. That you people see a fine boy.
That's the spirit.
My daddy will just be
That's
looking
the
at me.
spirit. That's the spirit
I
right
will
there.
go with my head,
That's the spirit.
walk
I love
up,
that.
walk down, and they be like, Mogeri, that means I trust you. I don't care. When I'm done showing the world how much of a fine boy God has blessed them with, where's the food? Give me food. The confidence was, and they never in any way suggested that I'm doing too much. My daddy will be laughing, see this boy. You get that kind of thing. So I think emphasizing the place of what the environment where it goes a long way, because the world will always throw things at you. But when there is that defense mechanism built into you from childhood, you will just chest it and move on.
Yeah. Okay, Light, how do you think you should deal with an insecure person?
Carefully.
Yeah, said
There's this therapy that He would ask you to stand in front of a mirror, look at yourself,
Confession.
and say something to yourself. Like look at yourself straight and say something to yourself. I think that works. And you just have to,
Affirmations.
yes, you just have to keep reminding them of how beautiful, how good looking they are, and all of their insecurities. And you can help them turn it to, you get it,
Strength.
work on, yes, their strength and work on it. But the major thing is keep reminding them that they are good, they are beautiful, they are this. You just have to
You know
keep
why I
doing that
laugh?
every day.
In the circle of guy friends, they
Yeah.
will burn you on that insecurity.
The what
Is that
Let me start laughing at
insecurity?
you. Let me
They will
start.
constantly
you get
my head.
That's the thing.
I
That's
don't-
usually-
I don't share caps. I don't share, and my friend always find the way to. Your head is just big. Yeah. There was one day, some time back, I looked in the mirror and I was like, I wanted to concede to what these people are saying. I just shrugged it off that I have the body to balance it. What do you mean my head is big? Because my mom even said on my way out, I gave her some level of inconvenience because of my head size when I was being born. That I'm the one with the biggest head. So I could have chosen to be conscious of it the whole time. But at the end of the day,
But I think that
boys
comes to
should
when
do
your friends
better.
laugh at you with that kind
Isn't
of thing.
for boys,
When
it's
something
therapeutic.
you won't
For
feel it
In a
again.
way, I don't know. It's something we might have to discuss
No,
later.
boys.
It's
No,
therapeutic.
yeah.
When ladies meet, the way they share pleasantries. So appreciate your hair,
Yeah.
your earring,
Mm.
Those
Your
guys.
eyes.
your chin, they will be
Mm.
touching, you know.
Okay.
But guys, when they meet your father,
Your
I'll
papa.
be calling you.
The best thing is, you are the finest they've seen you since they've known you. You are the finest that day. Maybe you dress so good. And the first thing is kilo kosi. And what that means, what's wrong with this one?
So we
And you thought you killed it, and the first thing, what's wrong with you? I'll go come off for head and you don't start.
Their greeting is violent.
It's very violent.
You understand? So that's how it
But I guess boys,
That's
we should
interesting,
probably
I
do
said.
better.
That in your boys a lot.
Oh, yeah.
You should do better. No people that can take it and people that can't.
Actually,
You get tired of not taking it at some point. I get used to it.
Yes.
how do you deal with an insecure person?
I don't have a particular way. I don't go about looking for insecure people.
Exactly. That was actually my next question. Is it your responsibility?
No, now,
It's not my responsibility. But if I see someone who is having such issue, and I notice that the person is having such issue, I will just look for a way to. I don't have to write it down or bring the person sit down here. You know what? An answer to teach. No, I don't have to. I just look for a way to tell the person to man up more, look into people's eyes more. It's difficult for some people to look into people's eyes more. Speak to their heart. Yes.
PS.
Do your. One of the things poetry taught us is the ability to express ourselves. You understand? Either from coded language or from plain language or from elevated form, whatever it is. Speak into the void. Okay? I'll just tell him or her to grow up into it, do what he has to do. But I can't go and be standing on the road and be looking for people.
No, I meant like someone that's like.
Someone that is.
Yes.
Yes.
But that's my second question. What I'm trying to understand is sometimes you might have a friend that is insecure and the person, like you've tried your best to make the person see that they are
And
good, like
still
life
being
is saying and
stiff-necked.
saying, and the person is it your responsibility to continue? What if you're tired? If you want to be insecure, continue.
It's not your responsibility, but the person should go and look. The person should go and read up on the origin of man. Yes, you go and read up on identity.
Okay.
You understand? Because from the Christian perspective, the reason the devil succeeded dealing with Adam and Eve was because he told Eve to do what? That if you do this thing, he said you should not do, you will become this. Because Eve have issues with her identity. She
He
did it.
planted doubt.
Now, what the devil was telling her she will become, she was already. You understand? So, but because of every man, God created every man with potentials. You understand? Miles Monroe said that the greatest treasure in this world is the cemetery, because there lie dreams that never came to be, books that were never written, great men that never become great. That The problem for our world are left unanswered because potentials are buried. That in every woman is a girl.
Yeah.
That in every man is a boy. In every nation a generation. See what tragedy strikes. When a man dies in a boy, a woman in a girl, a nation in a generation. And the problem of our world are left unanswered because potentials are buried. So the person must know it. But there's a reason why Masmuro is called the doctor of potentials. I'll recommend the 3 Masmuro's book for that person. Maximizing your potentials, releasing your potentials, and understanding your potentials. If the person read those 3 books and
Go to the
internalize
library.
it, internalize.
The 3 books.
In fact, the person is not careful, he's going to come out from those books arrogant. Because you will now, your identity, you will unlock your identity. You understand? You know, the Bible says in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. That's Genesis 1:1. Masmuro wrote Genesis 0:1. And it says, before the beginning was God is. Before in the beginning. I don't know you understand what I'm saying. Masmuro said this thing. So let the person go and read what
Those
it
3
is.
books.
Yes, to be.
Those fix
Okay,
the
so
cycle.
3 things. Read the books. Yours was to look in the mirror and say affirmations. Yours was to, do the affirmations for your friend. Anyways, thank you, Light, for being on the show.
David, thank you.
so much.
Barrister, thank you, sir.
Barrister.
Yeah.
It's a
My
pleasure.
pleasure.
And thank you, our viewers, for watching. To join us next time, subscribe to our YouTube channel at Enterprise TV 7. And we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Enterprise TV, a tradition of truth.